Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride is self-exaltation, self-elevation, self-exaggeration. Pride is unreasonable, unscriptural, inordinate self-esteem. Pride is haughty, arrogant, condescending attitude towards others. What pride makes us to do is that it makes us to look down on others, to feel better than others, to take advantage of others, to have no consideration for others, to arrogantly step on others, to emotionally and psychologically injure others, to selfishly take the place of others, will grab their position. That is pride. That means we become self-centered. We become selfish. That is why we say selfishness and pride are interwoven. They are like Siamese twins that are interrelated in their traits. And we must, in all ways, scripturally, conquer pride. Look at Isaiah chapter 14 from verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground? We did weaken the nations. That is what Satan attempted to do in heaven. He wanted to overrule God. He wanted to overthrow God. He wanted to equal himself to becoming a God over there. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sight of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High. Be like the Most High. You see, Satan, he wanted to act it out. I is pronounced in the life of the selfish, proud, arrogant, pompous person. That is why we say that the center of pride is I. I is the center of pride. If you look at the word, the spelling of the word pride, P-R-I-D-E. The center letter there is I. I is the center of pride. I is the root of sin. That is why we also say the center word in the word sin, S-I-N, is also I. It shows you pride, self, I is the genesis of iniquity. And that's why when we look at even the action of man in Genesis chapter 3, from the fall of man, we see pride in there. You say, where is pride? Look at it. Genesis chapter 3 in verse 5. For God doth know that in the day ye eateth thereof, that your eyes shall be opened. And look at this now. And ye shall be as gods. Satan wanted man to do the same thing he did in heaven. That I wanted to be as God. Now you, man, if you can do the same, Adam, you can do the same. Ye shall be as God, knowing good and evil. And then the woman fell for it. Look at verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, not just that, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, not just that. Look at this now. And a tree to be desired to make one wise, to be as wise and as God. Can I be wiser than God? When man attempts to be as God, that is the root of pride in the fall of man. We therefore say that man, before they went into the disobedience that they went into, there was something in them that wanted to be as God. When man becomes self-opinionated, when man becomes me to be as God, just to be as wise as God, that is pride in man that led to the fall of man.